Beneath your feet right now could be the forgotten remains of an ancient world. Cities that once thrived with thousands of people, their streets bustling with life, their temples reaching skyward. Then one day, they vanished. Not destroyed, not burned to the ground, but slowly swallowed by the earth itself, hidden for centuries under layers of soil, sand, and time. What if everything we know about human history is incomplete? What if the most remarkable civilizations lie waiting beneath us, their stories untold, their secrets buried? This is the fascinating reality of forgotten civilizations that disappeared beneath the earth. In the heart of Turkey's Cappadocia region, a man was renovating his home in 1963 when his sledgehammer broke through a wall. Behind it stretched a dark passageway that seemed to go on forever. He had just discovered Derinkuyu, an entire city hidden underground for centuries. This wasn't just a cave or a simple shelter. Derinkuyu extends roughly 85 meters deep into the earth, carved entirely from soft volcanic rock. The city could shelter up to 20,000 people, complete with their livestock and food stores. It had everything needed for survival. Ventilation shafts reaching down through multiple levels, wine presses, oil presses, storage rooms, stables, kitchens, and even chapels carved into the stone. Each level of the city could be sealed off with massive rolling stone doors, protecting inhabitants from invaders above. The sophistication is staggering. Ancient engineers created more than 600 entrances to the surface, ensuring airflow and escape routes throughout the complex. Derinkuyu isn't alone. Over 40 complete underground cities have been discovered in Cappadocia, many connected by tunnels stretching for kilometers. The city of Kaymakli connects to Derinkuyu through passages running 8 to 9 kilometers underground. These cities were built and expanded over thousands of years. Historians believe the earliest construction dates back to the Hittites or Phrygians, sometime between the 10th and 7th centuries before the Common Era. Later civilizations continued using and expanding these subterranean labyrinths. Byzantine Christians hid here from Arab raids in the 7th century. During the 14th century, locals sought refuge from Mongolian invasions. Even into the 20th century, Cappadocian Greeks and Armenians used these underground sanctuaries to escape persecution. Halfway across the world in Mexico, beneath the ancient city of Teotihuacan, archaeologists discovered something extraordinary in the 1970s. Under the Pyramid of the Sun lies an intricate network of tunnels extending over 5 kilometers. Chambers branch off in multiple directions, filled with sculptures, pottery, and human remains. These weren't simply burial chambers. The Maya and other Mesoamerican cultures believed these underground spaces connected to Xibalba, their mythical underworld. In 2008, researchers found 11 stone temples inside underground cave systems beneath the Yucatan Peninsula, complete with roads the Maya believed led directly to the realm of the dead. The underworld held crucial spiritual significance for these ancient people. Death wasn't an ending, but a transformation, a dangerous journey through trials in the depths below. They built their sacred architecture to mirror this cosmic belief, creating actual pathways into the earth that represented passages to the afterlife. On a windswept coast in Scotland's Orkney Islands lies Skara Brae, one of Europe's most perfectly preserved Stone Age villages. For 4,500 years, it remained hidden beneath sand dunes, completely forgotten. Then, in 1850, a massive storm tore across the islands, killing over 200 people and stripping away the protective sand. Local villagers discovered stone walls emerging from a grassy knoll. What they found was extraordinary. Skara Brae contains 10 stone houses, built deep into the ground around 3,180 years before the Common Era. This settlement is older than Stonehenge and the Great Pyramids of Giza. Each house features stone furniture that survived intact: beds, dressers, hearths, even a primitive drainage system with toilets that flushed waste into the ocean. The preservation is so remarkable that archaeologists can see exactly how these Neolithic people lived. They were farmers, hunters, and fishermen who created beautiful pottery and carved mysterious stone balls with symbols no one has yet deciphered. Around 2,500 years before the Common Era, the inhabitants suddenly abandoned their homes, leaving behind precious possessions including necklaces and carved ornaments. What caused them to flee so hastily? Some archaeologists believe a catastrophic sandstorm buried the village, forcing immediate evacuation. Others suggest coastal erosion threatened their crops and way of life. The truth likely involves multiple factors: changing climate, social upheaval as the Bronze Age brought new technologies and hierarchies, and the natural desire of younger generations to seek easier lives elsewhere. Turkey holds another prehistoric mystery that rewrote human history. Göbekli Tepe, dating back to 9,500 years before the Common Era, is the oldest known monumental architecture on Earth. Massive stone pillars, some reaching 5.5 meters tall, arranged in circles and decorated with intricate carvings of animals and abstract human forms. The site was deliberately buried every few decades, with new rings of pillars built inside the older ones. No one knows why. For decades, conventional wisdom held that agriculture led to settled communities, which then developed religion and monumental architecture. Göbekli Tepe shattered this timeline. Hunter-gatherers built these massive stone rings before they had farming, before permanent settlements, before pottery. They gathered here for rituals and social events, carving and erecting 7-ton pillars that required hundreds of workers. This monumental undertaking demanded organization, cooperation, and shared belief systems that supposedly didn't exist yet. The site challenges everything we thought we knew about the progression of human civilization. As one archaeologist put it, socio-cultural changes came first, agriculture came later. Only about 5% of Göbekli Tepe has been excavated. What other revelations lie buried beneath the remaining 95%? 300 kilometers away, Çatalhöyük represents the next chapter. This Neolithic settlement flourished between 7,500 and 5,700 years before the Common Era. Here we see one of humanity's earliest attempts at urban living, with as many as 8,500 people crammed together at its peak. The houses were built without space between them, with no streets or alleys. People entered and exited through holes in their roofs. They buried their dead beneath the floors of their homes. The walls inside featured elaborate paintings and symbols. Recent excavations reveal the dark side of this early city life. Up to 1/3 of skeletons from the early period show infection lesions. Evidence of violence appears throughout the remains. Living in such close proximity, with garbage pits by their homes and fecal matter from humans and animals inside residences, disease spread rapidly. Forced into protracted proximity, inhabitants couldn't stand each other. The bones tell stories of conflict and stress. Eventually, environmental degradation finished what disease and violence started. The soil grew less fertile, regional aridification made farming difficult, and inhabitants had to walk increasingly farther for resources. Around 7,950 years ago, Çatalhöyük was abandoned. In Peru, the tunnels of Teotihuacan and the Kenko Chico complex demonstrate Incan engineering brilliance. These passages, carved directly into rock, served religious and ceremonial purposes. The sprawling Mayan pyramid complex at Tikal in Guatemala revealed underground tunnels connecting various parts of the vast city-state, suggesting sophisticated transportation or communication networks. The exact functions remain subjects of ongoing study. Malta's Hal Saflieni Hypogeum, dating to 4,000 years before the Common Era, is an underground complex featuring multiple levels and chambers intricately carved from limestone rock. It served as both burial site and ritualistic space, holding remains of over 7,000 individuals. The most captivating feature is the oracle chamber, where sound resonates at extraordinary frequencies, producing distinct acoustic effects that still mystify researchers. Not all cities were intentionally built underground. Many surface settlements gradually became buried through natural processes and human activity. Rome has been continuously occupied since 753 years before the Common Era, yet ancient Roman structures lie deep underground. Buildings like the Curia Julia had their ground levels rise so dramatically that doors needed to be moved meters higher than their original construction points. Flooding brought sediment into the city. Decaying organic matter created soil. But mostly, each generation simply built on top of the previous one, leaving rubble and artifacts behind without proper disposal. The same process occurred worldwide. Ancient Mayan cities became overgrown by jungle, leaving only grassy mounds visible until modern technology revealed the structures beneath. Floods and wind deposited layers of soil and dust over centuries. Natural disasters could bury cities abruptly, like Pompeii under volcanic ash in 79 of the Common Era. Why do these discoveries matter? Each buried city offers a time capsule, preserving details that would have vanished if left exposed to the elements. The underground cities of Cappadocia show us how civilizations adapted to constant threat, creating elaborate defenses and communities in the most unexpected places. Göbekli Tepe forces us to reconsider the entire narrative of human development. Skara Brae provides intimate details of Neolithic domestic life that exist nowhere else. Modern technology continues revealing hidden worlds beneath our feet. Light detection and ranging technology cuts through dense vegetation, creating precise three-dimensional maps of terrain. This revealed vast networks of Maya civilization previously concealed under jungle canopy. Ground-penetrating radar allows researchers to see beneath the Earth's surface without excavating, uncovering buried foundations, graves, and ancient roads. Satellite imagery detects archaeological sites from space. These tools suggest we've only scratched the surface. How many more cities remain hidden, their stories waiting to be told? How many civilizations rose and fell, built and thrived, only to be swallowed by time and earth? The forgotten civilizations beneath the ground remind us that human history stretches back far beyond written records. They show us that our ancestors were capable of remarkable feats, engineering underground cities that sheltered thousands, creating monumental architecture that challenges our assumptions, developing sophisticated belief systems that shape their world. They also show us that nothing lasts forever. Great cities fall silent, thriving communities scatter, the earth reclaims what humans built. But the earth also preserves. Beneath the layers of soil and sand and time, these forgotten worlds wait. Each discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of who we are and where we came from. The next great revelation might be happening right now, as archaeologists carefully brush away dirt from stones that haven't seen daylight in millennia. Or it might still be waiting, hidden beneath your feet, ready to rewrite history once again.